Welcome to Budget Tech, where I'm tech on a budget. Now, we're going to be talking about air hammers. Now, specifically for what I need it for are these upper links. Typically, right here, these like to get stuck. So sometimes they need a little convincing to pop these up. So you can kind of hit it here with a hammer to pop that up, but sometimes you need to hit it down here to pop them up. I don't like to split this open. You can crack this whole knuckle, so I just, some light convincing to get this up. Now, when it comes to this air hammer, let's talk about the snap-on. This is a buddy of mine's. This is the long barrel. And you get a quick reading on it. It's about 10.5 inches. One thing that I just found out though is you can get this portion separate. So you can get this for about $90 by itself, which is really nice. It's probably the best part about this air hammer, that quick release to get those bits in and out. This gun, however, it's about $560 before taxes. It's a great gun, but this gets stuck inside of that knuckle behind that rotor. So I needed a medium barrel. Now that's where these two come in. These are both from Harbor Freight. This is the McGraw, which is their more budget-friendly option versus the Chief, which is the professional version. Now, one thing I liked about the McGraw is the power it gives. You can't really beat this, especially for the price. It gives a lot of power. It definitely gets in that tight spot. As you can see, we separate it from here. It's a good bit shorter. This one's measuring about 8 inches. And I just found out also you can remove this chuck and actually put it on this McGraw, and it does fit. It does add about this much, about 1.5 inches. So maybe not worth it to do that. This clip is pretty good. This is also my buddy's, and I got the Chief. When I went to Harbor Freight, oh, by the way, this is about $90. I don't know if I said that. It's about $90 just for that quick release. When I went to Harbor Freight, they didn't have this, but I did see the Chief. This is about $30 compared to $50. So it's not that bad. The McGraw was out of stock, so I just picked up the Chief along with these central pneumatic air hammer bits. It was the 4-pack for about $7. And if you compare the size of them, they're very comparable. I believe the Chief may be slightly longer, but compared to the clamp, they're about the same size. I will say that this retaining clip is much more robust than this one. This kind of likes to skip the teeth, so I will give that one to the McGraw, especially for the price point. Honestly, the price point beats it too, that $30 versus the $50. But this one also gives great power. I'm not disappointed. I know that the Torque Test channel did comparisons with the Snap-on and the Chief long barrels, and they were basically the same type of power. So I figured the Chief would be good. I know the Snap-on medium barrel is about $515. So you get this one for $560, and the medium, short barrel for about the same price of $515. Or you can get either of these for 1/10 of the price. I also went ahead and added this Astro pneumatic swivel air connector so I can get in even tighter spaces. As you can see, even side to side, I can get my air hose going horizontal as opposed to coming out this way. So for even more versatility and getting in those tight spaces, the return on investment on this thing has been fantastic. Basically made all the money back in the first job that I used it on. And just one more thing to note about this air connector. It's got the Astro, which I believe is the original manufacturer, and this was about $13-14 compared to the Matco version, which is about $40. So when it comes to a budget, we're gonna pick the Harbor Freight version all day. This is a good gun though, especially for like Subaru hubs and heavier duty things. You want to grab that bigger, more powerful gun. But for what I need it for, definitely need that short, medium barrel And you get these for the win. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos.